Hi, good afternoon. Well, it's been a fun week. Today it's raining again, which I'm so happy. Why? Because I love the rain. Like, I don't like lightning. I don't mind thunder. Like, it's just, roaring noise. It might shake your house a little bit, but thunder's not so scary. Now, if you see lightning, like lightning strikes, off in the distance, it's kind of scary. Even though it might be miles away, it's like, so I don't like lightning unless I'm inside, like a building. Supposedly you're very safe in a building because of it's grounded, and if for whatever reason lightning were to hit said building, well, supposedly it'll go off through like the pipes, the whatever, to the ground. Like, supposedly people are safe inside a building. But anyways, like I had mentioned before, now I live in a little airstream, and as you know, airstreams are aluminum or that sort of material, metal, and yeah, you do not want to really be in one because, at least in my case, you won't feel that safe. But when it's just rain by itself, like, I love it. I'm happy when it rains. I don't know why. I have just always loved the rain since, like, I was a kid. When I was a kid, I would literally, like, once it started, like, raining, I would run outside and just, like, dance and jump in puddles, and I was happy. And I still am, so. Yay, rain. I'm sorry, my voice is, like, going away a little bit, but yeah, hopefully you can't hear all that background noise, or maybe it's like just, I don't know, pulsing. But yeah, my brother is outside listening to his chunti music, so yeah. But anyways, I'm super excited because the month is almost over. We're moving into November, and as you know, November is a huge month for sales. Like me, I'm obsessed with shopping online. I'll shop online like all year, like probably 80% of the time I'm shopping online rather than going out to buy things, because yeah, I'm like I'm not a big people person. I try to avoid crowds. I don't like it. So, yeah. And then plus, I don't know, I find way better deals online. So, yes, I love to shop online. Anyways, also because November, well, pretty much November and December, these last 2 months, are usually, sorry, my tongue got tied, but usually November and December are like huge months for new video game releases, and I mean, a lot of the games in which I was anxiously awaiting, their release dates have been pushed back, so a lot of them aren't going to be released until 2017. That's kind of annoying, but one game in particular that I'm so excited that's gonna come out in this month of November is finally Final Fantasy 15. Like, before, when it was called Versus or Barses, whatever, like, I had been super intrigued with that game, and that was a few years ago, and I was like, okay, when are they gonna release this game? When are they gonna give us more info? Anyways, last year we were given more info, through E3, and well, supposedly this year it was going to be released in, was it August? I think it was August. And so I was super psyched, and it got pushed back to November. Anyways, I already have it pre-ordered for the PS4. I'm super psyched for the game. I've already played the demo. I'm like, Noxus, like, I'm excited. Or Noctis, sorry. But yeah, I also got to see the movie The King's Glaive, which made me super excited for the movie because now I'm like more interested in like what happens with the prince and like, so yeah, I'm like fangirling, but I'm super excited. So, you know, hopefully the month passes by quickly, just like this month, and I can finally get my game and play it, because yeah, my, I guess, collection for the PS4 is kind of small. I mean, when the PS4 first came out, I didn't go out like right away to get it because there wasn't really a lot of games that I wanted to play. I'm mainly into action adventure kind of games, like very like exploration, you know, puzzles, indie games, racing games. I'm into racing games. RPGs. I was for a time really into like, you know, fighting games like versus games, but now it's kind of like died down a bit. But yeah, but shooting games, I don't like them. I never have. They've never were like something that was like, oh yeah, you know, like I'm not gonna lie. I have played them in the past. I had played games like Modern Warfare, Bad Company. What other titles? Well, GTA, but that's kind of a mixture of like action adventure, you know, shooting games, but those were like games I played in the past. Like, never really been a fan of them. I like more like, you know, exploration games, like games with like a mission and you feel like you've accomplished something when you like, you know, defeated it or leveled up or whatever. But anyways, so I'm super excited for this game to be released because like I said, when the PS4 came out, there wasn't a lot of games that I wanted to play, and so I didn't buy it right away. And then when I did buy it, I bought it specifically for Infamous Second Son. You know, I was a huge Infamous fan, you know, for the PS3. I played Infamous 2. I wasn't like too keen on it. I know there's like mixed reviews, like some people like love it, some people hate it. Like I was happy with one. But anyways, Second Son is a completely different game, different story, but I love it. Like, okay, I'm from the 90s, so I grew up with like a lot of like, how should I say it, a lot of comic book adaptations to like cartoons, and well, I grew up watching the X-Men, so I was like obsessed and I loved the X-Men. And so, you know, for me, whenever like something, you know, where like human develops like superpowers, or, you know, like I love that kind of stuff. I even watched Heroes when it was in its prime. I even watched it to the end, even though like the last 2 seasons, season 4 was the worst, but I stuck it out to the very end. That's just the kind of fan I was. But yeah, so, you know, I had Second Son for the PS4. I still have it. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I don't have it. I still have it. And then I ended up getting the DLC, which was First Light. Afterwards, what did I get? I got a few indie games. I got a game called Contrast. Then I got one called Unraveled. What else do I have? I have the newest Naruto Shippuden game in the franchise, which was the last game, unless they're gonna make some other Naruto games with the whole Naruto family. I don't know, but yeah, I have, what is it called? Ninja Storm something, I don't know, there's so many of them. But yeah, I have the newest Naruto game. For the PS4, I have Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I know that game was like so many things wrong with it, and not just like gameplay wise. I mean, there's a lot of bugs and glitches. It clearly that game wasn't ready to be released, but just the story itself, like I loved the first Mirror's Edge. You know, I had it on the Xbox 360 when it came out, and I loved the story. Like, you know, it was really cool. And then for the longest time I had been hoping for them to make a sequel, and then when they did start, you know, announcing that yeah, they were making a Mirror's Edge, turns out it wasn't a sequel but rather a prequel. And if you like remember, or if you've ever played, you know, the first Mirror's Edge, you play this prequel, the story's completely off. Like I like to pretend it's just like a completely different game because it's just, yeah. But yeah, there are so many things wrong with it, and yeah, I still enjoy playing it, mainly because I will just be stupid, like be jumping from building to building, and then, you know, inevitably fall to my death because, you know, parkour. But yeah, so I have that. Then I also have some other little games. I have DC Universe, of course. I have, what's it called? I have something called Big City Stories. I think it's still like in beta because they haven't really done any big updates or like any changes to it. So every now and then I might like log in and just collect my funds for my little city. It's kind of like The Sims kind of version of, yeah, that kind of game. And then there's Atom Universe, which is kind of reminds you a little bit of PlayStation Home. What was that one little world in PlayStation Home? The one where it was like futuristic. I can't remember the name, and I played so much in that world. Oh my gosh, it'll come to me. But anyways, you know, it's kind of like that. So a lot of people are happy because they're like, oh yay, it's like a new type of, you know, PlayStation Home. And I spent a lot of time on PlayStation Home back in the day because, yeah, trolling. I mean, not particularly trolling. Sometimes people would try to troll on me, like just bother my avatar, and I was just like, yeah, no. But sometimes I would just like to wander around and just like dance around and just be down. But you do that with avatars sometimes. You get bored and you just want to mess with people or see how people will react. And we all do it, so no game shaming. But yeah, so what other games do I have on the PS4? I don't have a lot, honestly, I don't. So I'm excited to play a new game, and I haven't even finished Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I've already had it for a few months. I got it pre-owned because I was like, I didn't want to get it like new. I don't know. Yeah. Some games I will like pre-order when I'm like really into them, and when I'm not, I'm like, I'll get them when they're like lower. I'm not gonna spend $60 on a game that will inevitably disappoint me, which I hope, you know, Final Fantasy 15 doesn't. Although it looks really good, I really like it so far, and I really liked Final Fantasy 13 when it came out. You know, I love basically all the Final Fantasy games I've ever played are usually like the futuristic ones, not the ones that are like kind of like medieval, or I don't know. I don't really like medieval games. I don't know. I'm weird. Like when it comes to like time periods, or at least a certain way of life, I guess you could say. For some games, like I will enjoy ninjas, I will enjoy pirates, I will not enjoy knights, or anything that has to do with like elves and like wizardry or sorcery or any of that. Like, no. So unless it's like ninjas, pirates, or like sci-fi, like, you know, futuristic technological advancements, I'm like, no. So I stay away. But yeah. And yeah, I think a lot of people are also into like dystopia kind of worlds. So yeah, that's what I'm into. But well, this video's becoming a lot longer than I expected it to. But yeah, I just wanted to share like my excitement for this new game and for a couple other releases coming next year. Like I'm kind of really, you know, how should I say it? I'm looking forward to Zero Dawn Horizon. That one seems pretty cool. Like at first I was just kind of like, eh. But the more I've seen it, the more gameplay that's been released, I'm like, hey, that seems pretty cool. Like, I think I'd be into that. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I know. It's completely off topic. The other game, the second game I had for the PS4, just remembering it, was Arkham Knight. And I played it, I finished it, and then I just sold it. Like, I don't know. Arkham Knight was an okay game. It wasn't like bad, and it had a couple new features that were kind of fun. But ultimately, like, it wasn't a game that I was like, I'm gonna keep. So I ended up trading it in, and yeah. So, but yeah, so that's my video, and that's something I wanted to talk about. And yeah, so bye. I'm sorry, I like my hand. But anyways, bye.